Ciao, ¿cómo estás? I played League now with this Goblin control list that I've been working on a bit. Uh, it came from the Lacklist list that we've been playing before, but it does play the full set of ringleaders because I don't think we need it to be able to outground people. And this time it's just playing shitloads of removal. So land-wise, it's very resilient. I got 16th in the challenge last week, which was quite decent. Even playing against Storm 4 times, 2 blue-white controls and a painter. And I do like this land configuration as it is. So from the challenge, I just changed 1 card. So now I have 8 fetch lands. I have 3, 4, change 2 cards. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, 6 basic lands, which are 4 mountains and 2 swamps. Have another land that only adds black as Castle Lochwain that has been okay. Like there are several games where you could just go long and having a land that produces cards advantage is really good. And I kind of don't want to play with 2 Voraf strongholds because of the legendary rule. But Stronghold has been amazing as well, and I do not see myself getting it. And the last colorless, I mean, those lands are not colorless because of the amount of black that we have, main deck and sideboard. But yeah, Caracas is the only main colorless land, but that's because Reanimator, Show and Tell, and Depths are everywhere, even though I haven't faced them in a while. Still got to respect that. And the second Caracas in the board for that as well. So the list plays with some of the therapies to fight unfair strategies, but they are getting better and better. The more you play with them, the better you know what to name. So you're gonna see several games just win by naming the right card, which is really funny. Uh, and the synergy with Mogwai Marshall, for instance, is really good. Matron and Ringleader as well. So this has been playing out great. The one Reanimator didn't show up in this list. It is sometimes great early on, sometimes great against discard, sometimes great later on in the game with getting a Ringleader or a Matron back. So I still want to push this one Reanimate. Got 4 1-mana removal spells. They're split like this because I want 2 Terrifiers at least. I was inclined to 3 Terrifiers and a Fanatic, but sometimes I don't have a 2-drop, even though I play a whole bunch, to flashback therapy, and you really want it, so 2 Terrifiers I think is fine. The 4 Vials are great to cast all my spells. This is awesome. I got one game where I kept 3 Vials, and they were amazing. Even though I ended up losing, it was very close. Removal wise, I got this 4 cards, then 2 Weirings, 1 Crater Maker, only 3 Munition Expert, and 2 Gem Palms, which is much more than any other list is playing. So 12 removal spells, which is insane. Plus some discard that can take creatures as well. 3 more marshals. I've got 2 of the red Renzo and 1 of the red black. They both have been performing quite well for me. So I want to keep both, but Havoc Razor, it's more useful in the unfair matchups. It did happen this league, which is really nice. But yeah, against Storm as well, for instance, this can be much better. It's less of a mana commitment, where this can be. So, and they kind of play slightly differently, but I like having the possibility of having both in a game, especially if guys play matrons and ringleaders. Very few 3-drops. This is actually like a 2-drop, and this sometimes not so. Only this. The curve is much lower than other decks, so you'll be able to, but you still have your 4 ringleaders to be able to grind a bit more. I do want second slinking. It's been proven to be amazing. I mean, it's proved to be amazing already, but sometimes the first one gets dealt with and you don't have either the Reanimate, Lock-on, or Stronghold, and you just need to have that last few beats of damage, or board presence, or whatever. So I have no idea what to cut. Sideboard, just to complement the therapies. You got the Thoughtseizes, which are nice against every combo deck. So I really like that. Surgical Extraction is amazing against, well, Graveyard, but it's great with the therapies and Thoughtseizes, so that's why I'm running Surgicals. I ran 2 Plunder Voids in the challenge, but I faced a few Canadians and I kind of wanted a couple of relics, so I got rid of a Magmatic Sinkhole that I don't think is completely needed for 2 relics and just 1 Planar Void. Planar Void is faster against Storm and Reanimator, so I like that there, but relics can come in against Goif or other decks like that, so that's why the split. Just the 2 Goblins. Second Crater Maker, because just one is very few Crater Makers. Like there are equipments, there are lots of artifacts, and it's another removal spell as well to have around. So I do like having a second Crater Maker. Couldn't fit it in the main deck. Comes to the sideboard. Just 1 Trash Master. I do not think Trash Master is necessary in the main deck in today's meta. So sideboard this is going to be sideboard in every version of the deck, and this is my Lance and Turbo Depths package because I have terrible matchup against it. So yeah, just the fastest cards that are to interact with the decks. Another cards that I really want, other than the second ringleader, are either the 1 Goblin Chainwheeler. She's proven to be needed sometimes if you're facing several of the new decks. People are playing with Pyromancer more, and God, I faced ninjas. This would have been so good against ninjas. But not only that card, but I think Plague Engineer would be quite good in this meta as well. And there's another card to bring against the Dreadhorde Arcanist, Tree Name Nemesis decks, and whatever. So I would like to cram this here somehow. I just do not know how. But yeah, hope you like watching this and let me know what you think of this version. See you soon.